Oh, check it out. That's an air plant. Doesn't even need soil to grow. We have segued into a dirt path. Right now we're heading to lunch, which is gonna be such a nice change to sit down for a while and not have to worry about tripping over this rock or that boiling sun around me.
After lunch, we kind of followed the river. It was a few ups and downs.
Being able to step in the same path and go down the same ways that people have gone down for hundreds of years.
So we're gonna get the needle and the thread, you know, for fix the clots. Just this fiber is really strong, and when this stuff get dry, damn, it's like 2 times more strong than when it's fresh.
It's stronger as it dries out. That's crazy.
In the blazing heat, being tired, being sweaty, that's just how it's done. It's not a cakewalk.
It's just cooling down a bit. This morning was definitely the worst part of it, I feel like. Eventually we get to a hot spring. Look forward to the cold one.
Cut. Wild cut.
There were a lot of people that spent weeks, maybe months, following these trails.
We got to a huge suspension bridge with epic view.
There were certainly some risks involved, especially when there were sections of the path that were missing or boards that were knocked out of the bridge kind of thing. It was definitely testing at certain points, but nothing that was great or that gave great satisfaction ever came out of an easy embarking adventure.
A little further from that, there was a cable car that was actually built by the locals. It was just an older lady and her very young son that were kind of keeping watch for it. And each group actually had to pull the cables back and forth to get across.
The overall hike was just amazing. As the day came to an end, we finished up at a hot springs.
You could tell a lot of locals really came out here, and I think almost everyone there was doing a similar hike to us. So after that many hours of grueling hiking through the heat up and down the mountainside, the hot springs were so welcoming.
It was featured by a big woo-ha chant with a bunch of my friends and having the entire local community stare at me when I was limping and pretty much didn't want attention. And then I was required to do something entertaining, otherwise I felt like I would have let down the entire, hot springs community kind of thing. So I decided to take a bit of a dive in there, even though it was quite shallow, and that really perked up the moment overall.
Hammocks, hammocks, hammocks. We got hammocks for you. We're back with Peter Relly's Hammocks, and today we have upgraded and we are now in the mountain hammock game. That's right, we switch our game, we diversify our hammocks. We got hammocks all over the vertical place. These models are incredibly good. As you can see, they work perfectly. They knock people the fuck out.
Satisfied Peter's Hammocks customer. He finally put me in the right hammock after all that looking.
These customers are loving these hammocks. Look, this one matches, and this is probably our top model over here. We've got multiple ways to ring up these hammocks right here. We can go direct hammock or we can go indirect hammock to make sure you get all your hammock needs in one place. Let's take you to our entry-level model right here. This one is not that expensive. And I wouldn't expect it to last too long, so. So as you can see.
Sounds satisfied with the lower end hammock.
So if you need a hammock, be sure to check out Relly's Hammocks, because we got hammocks all over the vertical freaking place. Peter Hammocks. Hammocks, 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 hammocks.